Okay, we are going to start working our way through the lab manual. We've been, the previous videos went through the actual setup to get all of our machines ready. This is for the Microsoft Official Academic Course Lab Manual, Configuring Windows Devices, Preparation for Exam 70-697. Again, I do not own the rights to this textbook or the lab manual. I'm simply providing these videos for educational purposes to help students walk through the lab manual step by step. Okay. Now, Lab 1, which we're going to skip, is just supporting the Windows Store. Signing up for Office 365, installing Office 2016 Pro Plus, signing up for Windows Intune, sideloading and creating and integrating with Microsoft account. I'm skipping that and going directly to Lab 2. Most of my students already know how to sign up for Office 365 because that's their email, and they've already had to install Pro Plus. It didn't seem to make sense to walk them through the Microsoft Intune sign-up process. So we're going to go right to supporting authentication and authorization. Now the machines we're going to be working with are going to be the domain controller, the first client, and then the fourth client. These are the two Windows 10 machines. So this first video, we're going to go over exercise 2.1, which is managing local passwords. We're going to log into CL1 as a data administrator with the password of password and go from there. Go ahead and minimize this and go into my machines. Here's my domain controller logged into the domain already. And we want to start by logging into CL1. Okay, so if we sign on to admin, this is just going to take us onto our local machine. We don't want that. We want to actually go on to our domain. So I'm going to click on Other User. And datum / administrator and password. And again, we're going to be using this password for everything that we do throughout all these labs. Okay, we're now on CL1. Now we want to right click the Start button, which is down here. We're going to right click and we want to go into Computer Management. Okay, and then we're going to expand local users and groups. Click on Users, and then we're going to right click, New User, and this is going to be username is J Smith, John Smith is the full name, and then we're going to put in the password. Then click on Close. Let's try it again. Create. And then close. Okay, now we have John Smith here. also required to do so. This would be where you take your next screenshot. Now we're going to go ahead and double click on the J Smith account. Okay. And in the properties, we want to click on member of. And you'll notice that John Smith is a current member of just the users group. We want to go ahead and click on add because we want to add a group to it. And then here we're going to type in administrators. So I'm going to check name, and it is there. And you'll notice that the location is the LONCL1, so it's going to be the local administrators. So we're going to go ahead and do OK. And then OK. Now we want to go ahead and right click. We want to set password and then proceed. And we're going to change his password to password 01. And then OK. One PASSWORD 01, and then OK. And then OK. Now we're going to go ahead and close out of our console. And we want to left click this time. So left click. And we want to go into settings, which is right here. And we want to go into account, which is right here. And then I'm going to find other users. And you can see John Smith is listed as an administrator on the local account. Now we're going to log out of Windows 10 by right-clicking the Start button. Oops. So left-click, and we want to go to Account. There it is. And we're going to right-click, and we're going to choose Sign Out. Okay. And now we're going to click on Other User. We're going to type in LON-CL1. Go. And then J Smith, and password. There we go. And it's going to take a couple of minutes to create a profile for John Smith. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and click on the Start button. Left click. And then we want to right click John Smith, which is actually right here. So we're going to right click that. We want to choose Change Account Settings. and then click on Sign In Options. And then here under Password, we're going to go ahead and click on Change. Current password, we'll put in the current password. Next. And then put in the new password. So $W0RD. Okay, so we go back to our standard password. In the password hint box, we're just going to type in default. And then next. And if you were required to do so, this would be where you would take your next screenshot. We're going to go ahead and click on Finish. And you'll notice that there is a message. So we're going to go ahead and click on Close. Now we're going to go ahead and close out of this. Right-click the Start button, go into Computer Management. Again, we're going to expand local users and computers. Click on Users. Left-click, right-click on a JSmith, and we're going to click on Set Password. We're going to go ahead and click on Proceed, and then go ahead and change the password here. We're going to do our standard password, the $PA$W0RD, and then OK. And the password has been set. We'll go ahead and close out of this. We're going to stay logged in to CL1 under JSmith for the next exercise, which is going to be using a PIN and picture password.